Get out of there. Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Monday. It is June 22nd, 2020. It's just starting to rain now. We actually just got home in time. Heather and I went for a ride, and we were in town actually having ice cream. And I was looking, I said, we got to get home. That storm's coming. And when we were coming back up into the hills, you could see it was almost here, and it is here now. We're just starting to get a few sprinkles as we speak at the moment. But anyway, so we need a nice, good, long, soaking rain for the gardens. That would be really fantastic. So we will see what happens. We did get some rain last night, and so, you know, it's what? I know. Listen to you. I know. We're going to go, okay, I wanted to show you guys this real quick. Oh, he's obviously dead. But look at that moth. Very, very cool. Yeah, so I just put him up there. So he's been dead for a couple days. He was here, I actually saw him when he was alive. And then he was just kind of hanging out, and I said, yeah, it won't be long and he'll be gone. So we're going to go in here real quick before we get into the topic of the video and just kind of take a look. 8.3 kilowatt hours total brought in today. Right now the batteries are at 26.4, so they're fine. I mean, they're fine. Plenty of power brought in. They're doing just fine. We've been overcast, so that'll slowly bring those batteries down. But, alright. So you hear that? As a child, when you hear that sound in the sky, it can be very, very frightening. And I can remember my mother talking to us as a child, and I would say, Mom, what is that noise? And she would say, oh, honey, don't worry about it. That's just the angels that are bowling in heaven. And that was something that always stuck with me. I thought that was really, really neat. That was what she was, you know, what she was saying. But my buddy's ready to go in. Yes, I know it. Well, it's raining. But it's good. I'm glad it's raining. We need a good soaking rain. It has just been, today has been really, really warm. We did not do much of anything today just because it was so warm. It was ridiculously warm. I think we hit 92 today, is what they said. So we'll go in here and we'll do the video in the greenhouse, so we're not getting wet. Show you the potatoes that we have in the bags. They're doing really, really well. Having no issues with them whatsoever. So I might have to water. I think I'll have to water them today. But yeah. So anyway, yeah. Actually, I do have to water them. They look pretty dry. Actually, I'll do it with. I'll do it after. So I got my waters already here. But anyhow, solar fans are actually still turning up there. So I wanted to talk about topic-wise. I want to talk about the economy and businesses. What is going to happen with small businesses and the economy moving forward? Are things going to get better? Are they not going to get better? What's going to happen? We have had, and I'm just going to give two examples in the small area where I live that I've seen firsthand. We have what we used to call the country store. That is closed for business. The building is up for rent. The people are out of there, okay? There's also a Salvation Army store in town that is completely empty, completely closed. They're not reopening. That building is for rent. And they did a very good business. They were always busy. Heather and I used to go there. You know, she likes to go to the Salvation Army to get stuff, and we would go there all the time. And because of everything with the shutdown and everything like that, apparently the Salvation Army decided to consolidate, and they closed that store. So, you know, when you look at those type of things, and that's just two examples. I'm sure there's more examples in our area of businesses that have closed that are not reopening. That costs people jobs. that they lose their livelihood. They can't go back to that because it's not there anymore. So now they have to go and they have to look for something else. So, you know, how is that going to affect everything overall? So let's think about this for a second. When you have a business like that, let's talk about the country store. They did, they did breakfast, lunch, and dinners. They did pizzas. You know, they did subs. They had a little bit of stuff that they sold. But what happens is when a business like that closes, it just doesn't affect the people that work there. It also affects the people that supply them with what they need. So all the produce and all the supplies as far as food and stuff like that. Another business loses business because that one is now closed. So it's a domino effect. It affects everything moving forward. And so those are things that people need to take into consideration and need to think about. Moving forward, I think we're in big trouble in this country. One of the economists out of Boston is a chair member of the Fed or something. I can't remember exactly what he is. He's part of the monetary thing for the Fed. He said that he feels that things are. They were saying that by the end of the year unemployment will be down to 9.3%. And he is not as optimistic as that. He doesn't think that is the case. He doesn't think the economy is going to be bouncing back, even with opening stuff back up. And again, we got to talk about that. With opening things back up, how fast are things going to get better? How fast will it be before the economy turns around and starts to get rolling again? Those are things to consider. And it's scary stuff when you really think about it. This country and a lot of other countries are in big trouble. And I don't think that it's going to turn around and so fast and everything's going to be wonderful again as people think that it is. I think we're in for some very hard times moving forward. And I think as people start to realize that, people are going to get more desperate. They're going to be more upset, and those type of things. I'm really happy to see this rain. You have no idea, guys. It's just a light one so far. But I think as the storm moves over us, I think it'll get, a heavier downpour, which I really hope. I hope we get a nice steady downpour for a couple hours, get a good soaking of everything. A sprinkle is not going to cut it. Is absolutely not going to cut it. So we need a good soaking rain for several hours to really get things going. But I want to hear your guys' feedback. I want to hear what you guys think as far as the economy and stuff like that. Actually, I'm going to go out here. I wanted to show you guys what you guys think of the economy moving forward. Where are we headed? Is it going to get better? Do you think that it's going to get better? Or do you think it's going to get worse? So, what do you see in your areas? That's another question that I have for you. Do you see businesses closing in the towns that you live in across the country and across the world? Are businesses closing and not reopening? Again, those are things that we need to be paying attention to, because that's the real teller of how things are going. Think about the restaurants that may or may not be reopening. All right, like I said again, for every one of those restaurants that's not going to reopen, that's going to affect business for other people. I got to show you. These have just taken right off. This is the yellow squash, and they are doing fantastic. They look great. Really doing well. So, yeah, I was looking at them this morning. I'm like, man, it's like they had a growth spurt. So, but like I said, everything affects everything else. So when those businesses are not getting that produce that they were getting, how did you get back out already? Did you tell Heather? Yes, I just let you in. Heather must have just let you back out. You got a bite to eat? You ready to rock and roll again? Over here, like these ones here, these are the cantaloupe. We've got a lot of blossoms on the cantaloupe. Oh, I know what I was going to show you guys today. Let's go over here real quick. I wanted to show you this because I thought this was pretty cool. Now, the new trees that I have over here, I did water them, but we have the 2 cherry and we have the 2 peach trees. Okay, so over here, now these peach trees I planted 4 years ago, I believe. I believe it was 4 years ago that we planted these peach trees over here. So this is a peach tree and that's a peach tree. But I want to show you, look at that right there. We have, oops, I can point, yeah, there's a peach there. There's one over there. Let's see. We have one right here, another small one there. So we actually have peaches growing on this tree this year. And then over here, there's one there. There's another one right there. I don't know if there's any other ones on these trees. Oh, yep, there's a couple more right here. There's two more there. There's another one right there. So there's 5 peaches on these trees, or this tree. So pretty happy about that, actually. You know, and that's 4 years in when we got them as saplings. They have taken off and done very, very well. These 2 trees here are plum. This is actually the older plum tree. And then when I bought the one over here, it was, excuse me, I bought the 2 plum trees. One of the plum trees did not make it. And so I had to replace it the following year with this tree. And this tree has done pretty decently. I have these growing up. I'm going to have to get them pulled off again because they block it out and take away the energy from the tree. And I'm not going to have that. So I will get in there and I will take care of that. But that tree's doing really, really well. No plums yet from them, but I'm sure we'll get them in time. The birds are doing great. They're having a good day. I'll let you know we ended up pulling 10 eggs today. So they had, you know, and again, it was 91 degrees today, guys. I mean, it was hot. Thick Neck decided not to lay today. So if she had laid, that would have given us 11. But that's okay. She doesn't always like to lay every day. But I would imagine that I will see her egg first thing in the morning, because that's what will happen. If she has a day where she doesn't lay, usually the next morning, early, she will have the next egg laid in there. There goes Foghorn Leghorn running from Goliath again. But and there's the puppies. So yeah, everybody's doing good. I did not have them out a tremendous amount today just because of the heat. I don't leave my dogs out all the time. I mean, you guys see them out here a lot, but they spend more time probably in the house than they do outside. And they come in the house every night, so they're definitely in the house every night. So, you know, we don't do that, but, you know, we get them out, let them run for a little bit, do their business, and then off we go. So now that rain has stopped, but like I said, you can see it's really, really dark, so I'm hoping that we get more coming in. That's the hope anyway, so we'll see what happens. So anyway, that's what's happening here. I want to hear your feedback on this topic, guys. I want to hear what you have to say. And there's Mrs. Soxy. What's up, girlie? So anyway, that's where we're at. Good day here today. Decent power brought in. Like I said, it was very, very warm today. So with the storm coming in, it has definitely cooled things down, which really is nice. I'm not gonna lie, it feels so much better. But I think when it does really get over here, hopefully we get a good solid downpour. That would be really, really nice, because those sprinkles that we just had was definitely not enough. So anyway, that's where we're at. Like I said, I want to hear your feedback on this topic. Where do you see the economy going? How bad do you think it is going to be? How bad will unemployment be? You know, is it going to be easy enough to find a job after this whole thing gets rocking and rolling? So all those things need to be taken into consideration and thought about. So I definitely, like I said, I want to hear what you guys have to say about that as well. Like I said, I think we're in big trouble. Big, big trouble. And usually, what is the one way that boosts an economy, gets an economy rolling? War. So don't be surprised. Anyway, I am going to jump off of here from now. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're having a good start to your week. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. There's Mr. Buddy. What are you doing? Also remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. Also remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, You can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is you. God, that sounds so cool. I love that sound. I love to sit out here. Love to sit out here if there's a lightning storm and just watch it. That is very, very cool. Very, very cool. So, anyway, I will see you all tomorrow. I hope everybody's having a great day. Prepper Nurse One, out for now. Buddy, you going to say goodbye? Or are you going to be aloof? Are you aloof? Huh? Huh? Yeah.